Coughing things and not the choking thing. Don't do that.
That does def.exe. Stop doing that.
Oh, right.
Live.exe.
Are we unmuted?
Yes, now we are.
Hello!
Hello!
By the way, I can't hear stream or anything. I'm just like, are we unmuted? Yes.
Send help?
No.
Well, I only just turned off the music, like, right as you were asking that.
That's fucking awesome timing.
Ah, hello. We're still waiting for Aspire to load in at her 66%.
I'm trying so
And she got booted again.
No! It's like the good old days. Gosh darn it, this is not what we want.
Not the battle days then?
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
I don't want it.
Well, while we watch Aspire have a midlife crisis in the middle of this,
Don't mind me, I'm just losing my mind. It's okay.
we all have already lost our minds. It just gets worse.
It does. It just constantly gets worse with each go around.
But, welcome back. Well, last week we got stuck in combat. That was it.
Combat where?
Over there.
Okay.
And over there.
Uh, somebody trying to, for whatever reason, get Hunter. Which found out Amos, that was the real reason he wanted to come here.
Huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fran.
Assuming why, because he's the showman's son, is the assumption. What they plan to do with him is another story. Anyways.
World's worst family reunion.
I mean, I put it that it's been 8 hours. So you guys are welcome to get up, but it's like 6 a.m. The sun hasn't even quite come up yet, fully.
You know?
It's like early dawn.
So this is what a coma feels like.
Clearing slots because
It's nice that I can kind of give you guys a more better time of when you wait and when 8 hours is a thing.
Jeez.
Yeah, I need to look up something real quick because he might get up now.
It's also going to be kind of a warm day.
there we go.
I'm sure
Keep his update.
Cinder and Ignis are so heartbroken by the kind of warm day.
Yeah. I feel like Ignis wakes up before Cinder all the time.
That's
I
fair.
just don't know when.
She might have gotten into the habit with Spencer waking up before fucking sunrise.
Yeah, that's fair. You know...
Cam does not wake up early. She is barely conscious at this point and is snuggled in beside Zarvis.
Yeah, Zarvis is pinned until further notice.
Sorry!
He is awake. He just, you know.
She had a day, okay? She's having a hard time.
Yeah, I rolled and that heaven may have stuck now. Just gonna look at the Zarvis. I'm just gonna keep going. Like, I can't help you.
He's got this look of like, if I move, she'll just grab me.
Not raw.
They're
fine.
me out for a few more hours. It's fine.
That's fine.
You know, that's fair.
There is already breakfast on the table.
Huh, what do you know? Honestly, I feel Kreh's at this. Okay, I've got my 8 hours, but it's still dark, so I'm still technically groggy, but I can't fall back to sleep.
Oh, Jesus.
I was just about to say that.
Oh my.
No.
I don't think he does, but
I have to ask. Oh, actually, no, because it's still, I think it's still nighttime for her. Yeah.
Lovely.
Unless she's just like panicked, not sleeping well. Yelling at him until he answers.
I mean...
I feel like if that is the case, Striker is sleeping and just keeps hearing this yelling and eventually jumps.
Just picturing this like like the just sudden up.
You ever see like how a cat suddenly is in fear, it's all up? Like, oh jeez.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
You know,
There's like no visible reason for it, but it happened.
I get the strange feeling that'll be one of those things that would happen, like the moment Kreh finally managed to re-sleep. And it's like,
Yeah, because he's probably like laying on top of you or something, like on your back or whatever.
and suddenly, I'm like, what?
cool.
So is that the
Real
case?
Yes, because let's be real. Considering the situation, I don't. She's not gonna be able to sleep until she can.
Okay, so Kreh, this is what happens. And Zarvis probably is watching this with a what the fuck look too. Striker's sleeping like on you, however. And he's suddenly gonna jump up in a panic and basically go to jump out of bed and just fall because that's his first reaction when his wife yells.
Well, she probably realized that she could get through, and then went, "Wait, Striker. Striker!
Ow!
You know, I feel like that would be the adequate of like just sleeping there. Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay, not sleeping. Give up.
Yes, dear.
Holy crap. Are you okay?
I'm fine. My nose hurts a little bit now, but I'm fine.
Oh my... I've been trying to get a hold of you for I don't even know how long. What time is it? What?
Isn't it like 2 a.m. for you?
Something like that, I think. Maybe? I don't know how long we've been moving.
You have been trying to get a hold of him since... Let's see.
Yeah, how long has it been? A worrying amount of time.
Since about 5 p.m. the day before.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so... Yeah, I've been trying to get a hold of you for about 9 or 10 hours.
Okay. I'll question why you weren't able to later, but why?
Please tell me that you're somewhere safe, first of all.
I'm in a village with a bunch of orphans. I would hope I'm safe.
So you're not in the Earth plane.
No.
Crap. Okay. So Jax and I had to leave Arcadia.
Stares up at Kreh.
The eyes intensify.
How do I put... no good way. You remember the really no good, terrible people, the scum of the earth, the really bad elves guys that were doing the, the human trafficking thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty sure they just held a coup behind closed doors.
He's just gonna stare at Kreh and just basically say, right, so your brother ran away from home.
I'll be asking context later.
He and I are fine. He took a bit of a tumble out the window because if we left the room, we were gonna get caught by, really terrible guard dude. I hate him. But, we may have also voluntarily kidnapped Theo?
There is an entire story behind this.
Yeah, there's
Voluntarily kidnapped is a phrase.
You know, a willing surprise adoption. There we go.
They've got about another day of travel, by the way.
we've got another day before we get to Ruby, but we're heading to Ruby, because we're gonna come get you guys because bad things are happening. We're pretty sure. Poor Jax. We're pretty sure his dad is not okay. And it's gonna get a whole lot worse, especially now that we have Theo. It's a mess, Striker. It's a freaking mess.
Okay.
And
Calm
I
down.
couldn't get a hold of you.
Calm.
And
Calm. Honey, do me a favor.
yeah.
We are in Celestia. We're gonna deal with some problems here. Pretty sure Matthew is still on the Earth plane. Stay with him.
Okay, this is the first time I've ever heard you to tell me to stay with Matthew, and you do realize that
Because
once
Alwyn's with him.
Okay, here's the other problem with that is the minute I tell Matthew what happened and also mention why we have Theo with us is because Lucky's stuff might have been turned for evil.
I kind of figured after the creepy little girl.
Yeah, it's not good.
Okay. Maybe.
And if you tell me not to tell him, you really think that's gonna happen and I'm gonna be able to hide that from him? Or Theo's going to be able to hide that from him? He's a child! It's a baby! Striker!
Can you tell him to be patient and wait and hope that he listens?
I... Maybe? That is very iffy.
Maybe tell Alwyn first and let him be the one to explain it.
I could probably do that. Alwyn might be better at explaining it than me.
That's gonna go poorly.
Tell it to the conscience!
He doesn't have to listen to his conscience.
I know.
What's his conscience gonna do? Stop him?
Try!
Look, we're gonna try and get to Ruby safely. I don't know how much time we're gonna have, how fast they're gonna send people after us once they realize we're no longer in the city. And I don't know the timetable on what they're gonna tell the people of what's happened. The whole idea was to be using Jax as a front for a while. And now Jax is gone, and Theo's with us, and the possibility of a number of different stories getting spun. Let me talk to these guys, and then I'll get back to you. Hopefully you can get through. Again, I don't know what happened. It was like something blocked me from you. I could get to the Raven Queen, but even she couldn't get to you.
That's not good. That's fine. That's normal.
You're way too calm about this.
Well, we did fight some weird, creepy shadow things last night.
You fought what? Striker!
What did you want us to do? They attacked us!
I was expecting you to still be in the Earth plane, is what I was expecting!
Sorry.
More updates, please.
I'm trying to think, Jay. I am thinking on that.
Mm-hmm. Because the unfortunate thing, it does say he has to have something to study it from. So that's why I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. Because you only learn so many spells on level ups, and then the rest you have to find.
Two per level up, and yeah.
Yeah, because I believe that the only way wizards actually, like, learn spells is they have to find a spell scroll, right?
Spell scroll
Or other
spell book.
Yeah, or other spell books.
Because it consumes it. Like, consumes the thing.
Scroll, it consumes. Other spell book, it does not.
Yeah, because there's no spell book.
I mean, I don't know if there would be anything like that in this town. You could ask Hunter if he's got anything like that. Like, anything. It really depends on what he personally has, because I don't know how close Artificer and Wizard spells are. I feel like Artificer goes more towards Cleric spell list. In a lot of cases.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're a weird mix.
Yeah.
There are some wizard spells, like there's magic missile and shield on some of them, and like fireball on like one of the subclasses.
I
I think is-
believe that's just general spells. Artificer spell list. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, no, you're right. Fireball's not one of their defaults.
Yeah, I think it's just the artillerist because they like explosions for some reason.
Explosion.
Yeah, I would have to do some research because a lot of the spell lists still have not added Artificer to their thing, which is annoying. Well, they have a spell list you can look up, but when you go look at a lot of spells still, like...
They don't say artificer, they say...
Yeah. They don't have Artificer written there yet.
Jeez.
It's really annoying.
Yeah.
Because chances are, I would think, being the level he is, for artificers, they would have to, they study their stuff and basically alter it. So they would have probably, like, a book somewhere that has their spells and how it was originally supposed to work. I would think that's kind of how I imagine it, because of the study aspect. And if they want a similar effect, they have to, like, practice. So, if you can find anything that you don't know,
Liar.
he most likely has it. Whether or not you can take it with you, plus it takes an hour per spell level.
Yeah. It's a long process.
He might have the ink, because the ink's also used in certain spell components and stuff.
Yeah. And I think it's like an hour per spell level.
Yeah, it
like
is.
Gold. Yeah. Which is why I was like, he'd may get up at 6 a.m. and go look and then come back and do it, because everybody else would take time to wake up.
Yeah, Striker's currently debating to boot Cam, because Cam seemed... He's not sure if he wants to tell Aaron and Cam yet. Or if he wants to wait till the group's all together in a week.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I'll say he was also kind of talking to Zarvis during this too, who's just like also debating.
Considering how the last 24 hours have gone.
We'll just come fly downstairs and wait. But you gotta find Hunter first.
True. I just do that.
Your brother's also not in bed.
But also, yes, that's what I've been sitting on for 2 weeks, folks.
Oh, don't worry. There is more information. Let's see if it gets talked about.
Oh yeah, Amos and Kreh had a dream.
Yeah. I got stuff, and I just like it.
I will also say he... Oh, sorry.
Go on.
I have a tangent. Continue.
Oh, okay. I feel with that entire situation of effectively being jump scared to reawaken us. Fuck it. She's here now.
Yeah, you probably stirred a little when she got out of bed, but...
Yeah.
He's still asleep.
I was let you know, Fox. Their person will probably message Amos, but not until he wakes up because it is early there. Still,
Mm.
not an early riser.
I dislike. Hello, crazy bastard, Matthew.
Look, it's 6 a.m.
You're correct, it is. Anyways, back to my looking at things while I try and locate Artificer Vampire Man.
Half vampire.
Half Vampire Man. Half fire.
Half vampire. Half
Good luck,
person.
you have no idea where he is.
See.
Oh, she would have also mentioned the 2 potential allies that are currently still back there, by the by.
Okay. Yeah, you know, knowing that, would he tell Cam after what was told?
Yeah, but she would have mentioned it because because they needed to know as much as humanly possible, and yeah. In amongst her ramblings on this is all that happened. Here's this information. Have fun.
Odds or evens. Let's see if he boops her. Or if he waits till everybody's up.
Evens? Oh boy.
It's gotta like land on you and just boop your nose until you look at him.
Look at me.
Why are you bothering me?
You want the good news or the bad news?
Okay, it is very early for this kind of questioning. What the hell happened? I was asleep. We were all asleep. What happened?
Well, like I said, do you want the good news or the bad news?
Bad news first, followed by good news, so it doesn't hurt as bad.
Okay. How do I explain this? Arcadia might have a new leader. Forcefully.
That's not good.
Well, the good news is Jax and Ren got out of there, and as they described, or as she described it, voluntarily kidnapped Theo? Still sadly.
The raised eyebrow of like, what is voluntarily kidnapped?
Oh, and technically your elf friend and one of his brothers tried to stop the situation and might have gotten in trouble for it.
Caljo.
If you can't guess who forcefully took over.
Had a feeling. Okay. That would definitely explain why he... Okay.
They're on their way to the Earth plane. The other 3.
Hopefully they get there safely. Those people are not easy to... Yeah.
Don't underestimate the wife.
I will try not to. Though if she's in your condition, I'm not entirely sure. To be fair.
Right, other bad news. Apparently she couldn't contact me. This happened yesterday.
Happened yesterday.
Hmm?
Okay, I'm officially awake now.
Yeah, Theo's got some information.
Nope.
No, she's not aware, and that's going to be a whole other thing where she's going to stare at that and go, no, this is bad. Striker, why did you say-"
PTSD. PTSD. He figured it best not to tell her, because then she might not go.
It's not the not going, it's the, you want me to tell him things. You want me to have Alwyn tell him things when he's like that!
This is why he suggested Alwyn.
Oh my god.
It makes you feel better. He's just been entertaining a guest.
It's fine.
Yeah, he'll basically let her know everything that he knew at the moment,
Yeah.
and then he said he will re-inform the party fully.
Yeah,
He hasn't even fully explained it to Kreh yet.
yeah. Kim's just gonna sit up and swing her legs over the side of the bed and just sit there a second like,
That's fine. All you know now is that Keljor and one of his brothers got in trouble.
Yeah, she's dealing with a lot of things right now.
He did not specify that it was Theo. It technically was not Theo.
No.
Mm,
She kind of gathered that it probably wasn't Theo, considering Theo...
He would have just said that, yeah.
Yeah.
They might be pursuing faster than you think, because again, you never asked what Theo went back and grabbed before he followed you guys.
No, Bryn wouldn't have thought to ask.
Mhm.
Bryn would have been focused on out. We gotta get out. We gotta go.
That's fine. Matthew might find out what he did.
Oh. And anyway, she wouldn't understand half of it as it is.
That's fair.
She'd be like, okay, fancy tool thingy-ma-what's-it. I don't care, let's go.
So they will arrive in the Earth plane the next day.
Oh, goody.
Whether they're pursued all the way there is another story.
I'm just gonna automatically assume that they're being pursued.
It probably didn't take long for them to at least notice Theo was gone.
Oh, I'm sure.
How long it took them to realize he wasn't in the city at all is another thing, too.
Yeah, she's been in Theo's position, and in Jax's position of the, we can't stay in one spot very long, we gotta keep moving.
Yeah, which is why I said that could be why she'd be up. Maybe they're only, like, resting for an hour or so at a time and then moving.
Yeah, she's done this before. She feels really bad that 2 more kids are doing the same thing she did.
It's fine.
Oh, she feels so bad for these kids.
Amos, you are on a search. Where do you start? Do you ask? Do you just roll an
He
investigation?
probably... You know what? Yeah, he would ask Sally, because he would have seen her as he came out.
Yeah, she's kind of spending some time with some of the kids over here
Mhm.
that are early birds.
Kids and earliness. That is Jay speaking, not
Yeah.
Amos.
Well, you imagine that, because you see her with, like, some empty plates and stuff, like,
Yeah.
they probably deliver the food
Mhm.
in the morning. So it wakes up certain kids after a while, and some just became early birds. It went from dropping it off to they are not stealthy. Yeah, she would explain that she saw Hunter take your brother over to the garden.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
I need to go check on him as well, anyways.
Yeah,
That's
he
perfect.
did a good job helping with breakfast.
Good. Glad he could be some help. He's a good kid.
That's just what Hunter does. Involves the kids and everything.
And the whole time he's thinking, the boy can cook. Oh, God.
That's questionable.
Hey.
It was
Be
more
nice
of
to the child.
it was more of Hunter cooked and then had him do like simple tasks,
Stir.
like to help prep.
Mm.
Get those plates down and set them out for me.
You know, cut up like potatoes and stuff.
Potato.
Mm.
But
Potato
yes,
king.
there is an entrance in there.
Meow.
I imagine after you don't see them on the actual farm, you'd assume they're in there
Yeah.
anyways. It's a greenhouse, basically.
The people of...
Morning.
Good morning. You know, I'd be surprised you being awake this early, Dax, but you don't sleep for very long.
Comes from living with paranoia.
This is fair. This is very fair.
Imagine he's like trying to keep Nubby out of the veggies or something, or the herbs
Yeah.
or whatever's in there.
Every time they pass something that's like within his neck reach, now he's probably like stretching with his mouth open, just like he doesn't need to eat, but
I love the idea of familiars eating random
Yeah.
things.
Things they shouldn't.
It's like
Just like I also imagine that Fuzzy is a hoarder of shiny items because that's what owls do. They like
Well, see,
shiny things and strawberries. I don't know why.
here's the interesting thing. Amos can cast. The way you cast Dragon's Breath is you take a bite of a pepper.
Yeah.
You can have Nubby take a bite of a pepper.
No.
And Nubby can do 3d6 elemental damage.
I don't know if you can cast that directly on your familiars.
I don't know.
I don't think you
It just
can.
says a creature.
Yeah. I don't know if they count as a creature, that's the thing.
Fair. That's upsetting.
I think even if you could cast on, they technically can't take the attack action.
Yeah.
True.
Need something?
Well, Beans majority of the others are still asleep. I figured I'd do some studying before they all get up, or before we actually start moving around or anything. I was wondering, do you have any scrolls or books I can take a look at that might help me upgrade my repertoire of spells?
Yeah.
Out of character, the way he said that.
Just like- It's fine.
Huh?
It's fine.
Sure.
I rolled to see what he would have in his collection.
Oh no, I'm
You,
scared.
you also have to remember, Amos is aware of this. He's around at least 100 years old.
Oh dear. Oh, he might have a good collection.
Yeah.
A decent size.
He's also living near the main city of Celestia.
Oh, true. I'm just gonna snag a couple of these.
Come on.
Oh,
Motion for you to follow.
fucking new. You might want to take a couple steps back. He gets surprisingly nimble with his neck. He's probably seen Nubby like reach like abnormally far towards somebody's plate or something. So he's like, you might want to move.
Cinder, or Ignis and Kreh. You see him walk in. He walks over here. You probably didn't notice this before right away because it's not super obvious. He opens up a door in the floor. And just goes down.
Almost gives a wave and heads on after.
A raised eyebrow, but that's fine.
I'm just gonna
Down.
set them, like, over here for now. Because I
On
don't...
the name.
Yes.
Ignis is keeping mental note of where they went.
I-
In case something goes wrong.
Fair.
What's even better, I accidentally placed him on the Y.
Why? You go down there, and it's essentially a basement of this building. It's where his workshop is located. And you've seen that he has, like, some books upstairs and things like that. Yeah,
This is a library.
You see, it's not a library, but you do see, like, two very large shelves just stacked with books and notebooks and, and there's about, let's see, because I rolled that he would have some of these.
Wizard looks at bookshelves.
Let's see how many he has. Phew, he has a lot. I rolled a percentage and he got like a 99 on how much stuff he would have on wizard stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's got about 8 spell scrolls as well that are wizard specific.
Oh boy.
So I will message you what those are.
Okay.
Anything else happen while I do some research?
Just gonna zombie.
Mine not till more people.
I feel like Cam comes out, Ignis is just staring. Where he most went.
Which almost had pulled the door closed. Just.
You know you need coffee.
I need something stronger than coffee.
Oh, I'm made for that.
Yeah. Yeah, Driz, and I don't care.
Remind me, am I technically allowed to have coffee right now?
Hmm.
I think it's debatable.
Drugs. So what brings you down so early?
Should probably wait for everyone else.
Oh, that is a great start to this.
Trust me, I don't like it any more than you do.
There's a lot of things I don't like.
Karam just gives this look. She does not look well. There's a reason she wants to drink right now.
I don't know how long they'll be, but Amos followed Hunter into the basement, I'm assuming.
There's a basement.
Apparently. Don't know when Cinder will wake up on her own. Cyrus is awake, I imagine.
Yeah, he's probably like putting on his armor or something, so he'll be down in a few minutes.
Yeah. She's like, he doesn't sleep. And I don't know about Aaron.
Aaron did not wake up.
I think he was also still asleep, so. Oh no, Aaron. just like face, hands like rubbing face, like it's a bad time.
That's a great sign.
Just that. Amos is like, I'm good. The fact that Aaron is what caused that reaction makes me feel things are great.
Told you I needed a drink.
I feel like whatever happens, I'm gonna want to punch something after this conversation's done.
Likely.
Good. Shooting the 2 nat for the Earth Plague for Knuckles, not for Force. She was planning on using an Earth Elemental as a siege weapon to break in if she needs to, but, you know, it's fine.
Now, question for you, Fox.
Yes.
Would it be possible to do the appropriate tinkering on our gauntlet for it to officially be considered a casting foe?
Sure. I can say that.
Cool. That's happening now. Don't mind me as I tuning fork a gauntlet somehow.
It's all about reverberation, mostly.
Exactly.
There you go. Those are the 8 that he has. Are you okay?
Noise?
Oh boy.
Not sure what noise that was, but it was one.
It was a noise alright because of something else.
They are varied from 1 to 8 at the moment. Just because of how the dice rolled.
Wee.
Basically how I picked his spells was, I rolled a d10 till I got 1 through 9 for the spell level. And then I, basically just rolled a d20 and then picked from there.
Fair.
If I had to roll another one, I did.
Yes.
I feel like Ignis is debating on waking up Aaron.
He would request you can take the spell scrolls, along with you find him like replacements later. He would
fair.
not let you take the notebook with him, so you whatever you're going to take out of it, you gotta do while you're here.
Now, the ones you actually sent me, are those scrolls?
Those are all the scrolls, yes.
Okay, cool.
There. He is offering to let you take all of them if you want. You just got to replace them later.
Oh!
Not necessarily
Well,
those spells. He just wants
Yeah. Wants something to replace it.
8 scrolls back, basically.
Alright, so one of them he has. What is this spell? Let me see.
I don't know. Some of those ended up being UA spells, so I didn't look at the information. I just went off the list.
Fair.
I feel like the one that you specifically liked is not gonna be fun for me as a DM.
No, it's not. It can target up to 5 people.
Yes, so can Fireball. What's your point?
Fireball, for whom it may concern.
Yeah.
Oh no. Wait, hold up. Wait, look at something. Don't worry about it. Oh,
Don't worry about it now.
oh, that's good.
That's fine. So probably about 7 is when Aaron will probably actually realize Kreh is gone and everybody else almost roll out of bed.
He needed his sleep.
Mm.
Says the character is currently playing a pregnant lady. Don't mind my words.
Cam
Actually,
does not
it's
look
probably
any better
is.
and has not eaten.
Why is it so gloomy down here?
We have great news, apparently.
It,
It's too early for this.
It is.
It just leans back against the wall.
Agreed. Being jumped awake probably didn't help there. Staring.
doing quick searches on spell levels and stuff.
There.
Dread.
Hey,
Yeah, do
Warren. She may not be up for a couple more hours unless someone waits her.
Amos is still down in the basement, isn't he?
Yep, and I have no idea for how much longer or what he's doing. He just followed. He just followed Hunter into the basement. I assume there was a reason. He's not dumb.
So while you guys wait for Cinder,
Remember one
When-
of her traits?
when would she get up?
Probably closer to like 7 or 8 between that point.
Alright.
Not,
It's about 7 now, so it's probably like in between 7:30. I can't actually put it on 7.
Fair enough.
I could put it on like a 30, which it's already
Fair.
on technically. I just didn't move it, so.
This is fair.
I will. I'm not gonna move these unless like it's necessary
Hmm.
until the end of session or something.
That's fair.
How long would you say the conversion of the gauntlet would have taken?
I imagine it's kind of like changing almost an attunement type of deal. So maybe an hour,
Fair.
which would be about when Cinder gets down there. If you had started it when you got up.
Fair.
Cinder, not the morning druid.
Just kind of groggily woke up enough to realize everybody's up. Oh, I should get up.
Yeah, pretty much. You like probably like sat up, looked like, oh, everyone's gone.
Oh, wait a minute.
Where'd everybody else go?
The worst part is like anyone tries to like probably wake her, kindling probably would have like bapped their hand away. Like no,
No sleep.
like a cat. No.
Good timing.
What's up?
I'll just finish this thing and basically test it out. Should the mage hand something like a foot? And I didn't butcher it. Good.
Good.
So we should go get an emotion then.
Yep, so. Maybe.
I don't know that.
I'm just gonna over the earring to Amos from Ignis. Apparently we're having a meeting. Something is not good, apparently. It's got Cam wanting to drink.
I was really hoping we would all, that a lot of people would still be in bed at this time, because I was planning on doing something, but I'll be up like.
That's what you would get as an answer to that.
Ah, I see. I see. Don't worry, guys. I know where we're all going to die.
Cool.
Sorry, I had to say that just to throw you off. That has nothing to do with what I'm learning right now.
Well, figured.
Oh god.
Not again.
All the messages.
Ah.
Just so you know.
Oh, okay.
I realize what he's got is probably redundant at this point, but it's fine.
Oh, Jesus. If that's all, he would eventually kind of just come up, wave, and then walk out.
Cinder will wave and show Ignis. Cinder, still half asleep, it's fine. Prepping your spells. And I realized Longstarter was not concentration, it was a touch spell, not a cell spell.
I almost would like to cast teleport and he's gone. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, jeez.
Surprise! He's been higher level than all of you this entire time. Nope.
He's only a wizard. I can take him.
Ouch. Ouch.
They're scary. But until you punch them.
Oh no!
Until you punch them in the face, then they're kind of like, owie. They die of 1d4
Before
damage.
then, it's like, I've bent reality.
I have bent reality and catapulted myself in the air to make myself an anti-magic paperweight.
What the fuck?
I'd like to cast Trick Room. Our health is now swapped.
I'd like to cast gun.
Most wizard cast this.
I know.
Technically, Amos is now.
Yes.
Just for your knowledge, I did roll that too.
Okay. I'm assuming he probably wants replacements on that too.
No, that one he just gave you. Because
Okay.
he can get that easily if he needs it.
Okay, fair. Cool.
What he trades to Celestia, you don't know!
You
The
know.
firstborn son of
You also have to
the
remember,
thing in the
he
corner.
creates things!
Is also true. Oh.
Oh,
This is fine.
that's gonna be a problem.
Also, don't mind Amos as he's sitting there, just begins copying things and listening.
So who's first?
I feel like Striker's just gonna basically jump onto the table and just re-explain it to all of them.
I can imagine, like, well,
Yeah,
just walking across.
I'm not
the
gonna
table as
repeat
he's
it.
explaining.
for a
Yeah.
third time, but he basically
Mhm.
he shares what he knows.
Yeah. Murder.
And Chris silent. That's fun.
Mm,
Mm.
he would at this point explain the intention behind why Jax had to leave, other than what happened. Of what they wanted to use him for and stuff.
Right. Urge to punch has increased.
Aaron is completely silent.
There are three very, very silent people sitting in this room right now.
Yeah, he would have also mentioned the Keljor and one brother thing too.
The urge to punch him slightly lessens.
Mhm. That's not gonna go well when they get to Matthew, is it?
If I had to guess, I think for one, he didn't like them, like at all, and two, I don't know how well he would like the idea of lucky stuff being used like that. He seems to hold him in quite a high regard.
That's an understatement.
Without looking up, was anyone going to give her a fair warning about what state Matthew's in?
I found it best to tell her to tell Alwyn and have him be the one to explain it. I didn't need her freaking out before getting there. More than she already is.
This is fair. I just know y'all's experiences with him in that regard exactly weren't the best.
Especially hers.
Yeah, that I learned as well. It's fine. It's fine. The things he just picks up from paying attention to how people act.
You know?
You guys hear like that nervous laugh from him, like after he says that, and then just the sigh of I should warn her. She'll yell at me if I don't. Does not have to be RP'd, but proceeds to reluctantly warn Rin of the state Matthew is in.
I will take this into consideration.
He might level a city, be careful!
If I had my body.
Oh dear.
I mean, she told Jax, like, the things that she could do, the things she would do if she had all of her stuff right now.
Yeah, they are very nerfed in these forms.
Yeah.
She's not happy about any of this situation.
Yeah, but you know, Grail and what's her face were also pretty nerfed in their animal
Yeah.
forms. So
Mm-hmm.
They
Well,
were.
the one was especially.
yeah,
Yeah, Ilvid was,
unnecessary.
Yeah, no. To put it gently, there are two Reapers in my version, Ilvid and one other, that if they're sent out, it's not a good reason for them to be sent.
Striker's still on the low tier of the totem pole.
Yeah, no.
He hasn't died yet in your version.
No, he hasn't yet. Age is a thing.
Yeah.
It's not been that long yet.
I'm just going to count us as count it as
Cool, we collected. Okay.
Alright.
Breathe, OBS.
It was just OBS, but like the game didn't spike, Discord didn't spike, it was just OBS.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Mhm.
weird.
We love that.
That could have also been a weird connection with Twitch too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
that happens a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well, what is the plan? Because I feel like things are changing. You still want to deal with the Celestia problem? Do we want to stay here and see if anything else happens? Do we want to go back and then come back later?
Something is gonna happen.
Just
Fair.
Zaris looks at you like, what? Cam, your dad's just been sitting there quietly listening to this entire conversation.
Yeah.
Seems someone's still after our friend here.
No.
As in Hunter or someone else?
That's someone he failed to get the last time. You can check it, only assume it would be Hunter.
Lovely.
Looking over Amos, you banished something?
I did.
Yeah, there was not a lot of information of what happened over there given out.
Yeah. We just know it was handled.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I sent apparently something that was bonded to that thing, well, to that person, back to Limbo. He didn't seem too pleased.
I was like, I need to go to look up images real quick because my brain is description must learn. Fuck, it wasn't in that chat.
This other chat.
That works. As soon as I figure out where that was. Crap. Okay, because player is too potatoed and I can't find the thing.
What are you looking for specifically?
The image of her cousin.
Technically, it's the same one that Amos showed you.
Right. So apparently that person in that image you showed.
Yes, that'd be him.
Yeah, it turns out he's my cousin, apparently.
What?
uncle.
Who the hell did he reproduce with?
That is an excellent question on many levels, and I am now very, very concerned about a lot of things.
Well, that's a present for everyone.
Considering she's no longer in the picture.
Oh, that bodes well.
That's not good.
And it seems if he doesn't get Hunter, he'll suffer the same fate.
Oh, good.
Why-
Sounds like he cares about his kid so much.
Why does he need Hunter?
Don't know.
Maybe it's something to do with the shaman?
Showman was in the middle of everything. I understand someone wanting him, but Hunter is so far removed.
Hunter is a son who
Yeah.
somebody knows that he kept coming to check on him.
What, they think Hunter knows something?
No. How do you get someone to do something you want by force?
Good point.
Even
Versus-
Cinder knows that.
Yeah.
Take something they care about.
Mm-hmm. Which means he's not doing this willingly. Or at least doesn't seem like it.
That's fine. We'll just add him to the list of people we need to get when we go to Limbo.
I don't necessarily believe we'll have a chance if he fails again.
Any chance we'll be able to convince him to not?
If we can convince him that we can keep him safe, maybe.
Good, that has worked out so well for us so far.
Considering it seems like they can just appear anywhere, that may not be as easy as we'd like to think. Because Limbo's bullshit is kind of like the in-between world.
Yeah.
It is. You still are walking around like they could be walking around here for all you know in Limbo.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't help that whatever was banished is not the last we'll see of that.
Good. Oh, I think that.
He apparently plans to take precautions against that.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, for suddenly not having a time limit, everything suddenly has a time limit again.
They already had a time limit.
Yes and no. As more of it's happened. It's just how fast do we stop it? And prevent more from happening.
I mean, we've had a time limit.
Yes.
I mean, there was the missing shopkeep.
I hate to be a person to burst some bubbles. Who looks over to Zarvis? Is anyone aware of what happens when a vampire goes too long without blood?
Unfortunately, that was explained to me, yes.
What are the odds he's receiving blood there in Limbo?
Probably not, because I don't know if those creatures necessarily bleed.
No. So yeah, we've been on a time limit from the get-go.
You know, so
Face
depends on how
table.
sane you want him.
Laura's gonna just pat you on the back, Cam. Like, it's okay.
Now, as I said, we'll just add some people to the list of many people we already have to obtain from Limbo. Well, I have to
Many.
obtain a few.
I was about to say, how many people do we have to save from Limbo? And when are we supposed to go to Limbo? And how?
I have to obtain people from Limbo. You guys don't have to if you don't want to.
No, I mean, if... Yeah, I guess I would imagine they're not the first people he's ever trapped there.
No, two of them. Currently, two others. We'll see how that goes if things are found out. Because two more might be added soon. Hopefully not. We need two individuals from there that could help fix something.
Hmm.
We need two of Toby's friends. Toby and Jack's friends are currently in Limbo.
That seems fine. Sounds like he's building quite the forced army, isn't he?
He is. Just so happens, should we continue on to Celestia, there's apparently a hidden archive there, full of some very useful information.
How do you know that? If it's a hidden archive?
Same way points to Kreh. Same way she knows what she knows. Same way Hunter got the information regarding his father, his physical form being in the ethereal plane.
Oh, that's fine. That's a great place to go.
The dreams that are a result of brother.
So it seems like our current objectives remains the same, and get access to that libraries that are added to it, or archives rather.
There's one piece of extra information I was given with this. Reason I need to find it. There's a ritual that needs to be done in order to fix the thing I want to fix. Looks at Zarvis. And possibly some information to help you with something.
Huh. You guys have some weird friends in your dreams.
I'd second this.
I wouldn't exactly say Siriano is a weird person per se.
Who?
He gave me some good information though. And he won't soon be forgot.
Your friends have been giving you names?
That one because I asked. He seemed surprised that I asked.
Kim is just staring back and forth between Kreh and Amos and is just decided not to ask any further because her head is not.
Like, wait a minute, wait, I give up.
I have one question. Do we try to get to things in the Celestial capital there now, or do we want to do we try to stop whatever's going to happen here before we go? What's the best course?
I would say this whole time he's still been
Sure.
doing the whole copying stuff.
A striker's probably going to speak up a little bit. From what I could tell, those things are probably going to attack more towards nightfall, just based on how they fought.
Indeed.
You think we can get... Well, technically, we can get back before nightfall. At least some of us can.
You can, but what condition will you be in, and how much can you deal with while there?
That's also the question. I can try to conserve my spells.
We don't know what we're walking into it, Celestia.
This rate, I'm going out the assumption of there's a reason he's back in town. And wasn't just forced back out again.
Mm-hmm.
I may have already forgotten the father's name, but yeah.
I put it somewhere. I don't know where I put it, though.
It's one of those things we're going... I also had a note on my sheet, but apparently that didn't save, and I didn't get to tell me to save it when I closed down all my PDF.
Oh no.
And you always gotta make sure you save it. Scrolling through your messages for the picture. It was like a couple sessions ago, too. I did send you the picture, didn't I?
Yeah, at some point, I believe.
Thought I did. I'm not seeing it though. Let me see. I thought I sent it to you, but I'm not sure where it ended up. Okay. I know I saved the picture. Whether I put the name on the picture is another story.
Which father are we?
You guys don't know that that's the dad. Drag is just being player knowledge right now.
Good.
Yeah, fair.
Good body.
Kaito. Was the name.
She would have. She only knew him as the previous leader of her temple.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Kaito.
Kaito. Yep. Okay, Kaito.
Because when we wrote up the backstory, that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that's all. The fact that the children think that's player knowledge. That is not information that's been shared.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, my brain derped on this and going, okay, at this rate, no knowledge. Knowledge is not known. Ignore everything I've just said up to this point.
You know?
Right, so Kreh never mentioned anything about her? No, I'm kidding.
Who's this Kreh person? She hasn't said her name yet. Precious.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. So what do we do? And also, kind of important, looks over at her dad. What do you two want to do? I think we have a way to get you to Mom if you want, but...
For now, I'd like to stay and help the city. Oh, the village. Not sure if it's the best idea for us to try to travel right now. I'm not sure if any of that went through.
Yeah,
it did.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm just... thinking, processing.
I feel like that's what you would do, though.
Yeah, and here's the thing, she half expected that to be his answer. She's like, I probably know what you're gonna say, but...
Zarvis will probably look at you, Cam.
She just kind of sighs. I had a feeling.
Maybe we'll be able to find some information to help your memories, too, while we're there. But going through that library is probably going to take us more than a day.
Not to mention having to get to it, and...
dealing with everything on top of searching for stuff, it's going to take us longer than a day. To deal with all that, there's no way we'd be back. Not without leaving it alone. And possibly drawing attention to this village if we do just up and leave.
yeah. They do have the ability to probably find us relatively easily. And we're not quiet.
No. And there are quite the variety of spellcasters that worship there, not just paladins and clerics.
Kind of looks at everybody else like, what do they want to do?
There's no.
Go ahead.
Is there no way we can protect both? I hate.
Well, what's going on in Celestia isn't going to change anytime soon until we deal with it. I have an idea.
Cautiously glancing.
We could stay nearby, try to protect this village. When the others arrive on the Earth plane, we now have a location. We could teleport back there, talk to them, and then come right back. Sometime in the middle of the day, so we're not risking not being here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could be nearby if we want to go there.
Seems like the best option.
It's worth a shot.
We'd at least get more information and know what we're racing against over in that section, and then I definitely don't feel comfortable leaving this village unattended.
Now, and then we can also figure out what the priority would be. If the situation has just started in Arcadia, there is a chance that we could stop that from progressing any worse. From the sounds of it, Celestia is already in its worst point.
Yeah.
Have them keep an eye on the place, see if they move out. If we end up having to leave to go all the way over there.
It's not a bad plan.
If we're... If we're planning on staying more here, I could set up a trap, technically.
We're not fully sure what affects these creatures, but it never hurts to figure it out.
True. I was thinking I could technically dig a hole and use hallucinatory terrain to hide the hole.
Be sure to tell the kids.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And I was thinking I can also, when closer to time, I can also cast something into the hole. Depending on how successful that is.
Maybe Alwyn can come and help you, at least with that, before he goes back. Depending on how much he has to keep an eye on Matthew.
He nods.
There is a slight concern. I wasn't able to get through to nods towards her father whenever I tried to cast Sending.
Oh, it's because he was unconscious for a lot of it.
Kind of looks over at him and Torin. How long were you out?
At least till a few weeks ago.
It is possible then that was why I couldn't get through, but I don't know. I'm always a little bit more overly cautious when it comes to things like that. Considering I tried that with my mother and she was not.
I can test the theory. Go back to the Earth plane and try casting ascending to somebody else in the village, see if it's something in Celestia causing it.
Could definitely try that.
And then test it if it works for them, see if it still works for your father.
I can at least confirm I can get through to someone from the outside. I got through to my mother yesterday. So I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's the area.
Getting messages out might not be as hard as getting messages in.
True. That is my only concern with this entire plan. Otherwise, it's fine.
Well, we do have an easy way back, at least, which is the only reason I suggested it. The worst case, you guys just teleport randomly around a couple times, and then you end up here.
Yay!
Where's the fun location we go next?
Oh, we're in the middle of the water plane!
Oh, no.
Okay, who hit the shuffle button?
Water plane, immediately go to fire plane, you're like instantly dried off. That works. That works, it's fine.
Cam's hair just poofs because the water and fire and humidity and things like that. It's just like...
It's a nice dry heat outside right now.
Right, so I guess we have a plan then?
Seems so. Just let me know when you want to teleport.
Striker will mention that they do not plan to arrive until tomorrow. With luck, if nothing's going on at Ruby's.
Yeah. Because Rin, again, would have mentioned, don't know how fast we're going to have to be moving for all of this to work out in our favor.
I feel like Striker like blinks at the sudden realization. Oh, I think I know why she couldn't contact me.
Why?
Well, if this kid's his son, he might have the ability to do that. Especially if he's aware of who I am.
Had to be aware that you were here.
Maybe he was.
I don't like that.
We don't know if they were watching us.
This kid really is the son of that particular uncle of Kreh's. I already don't like him, so he makes me nervous on multiple levels. He had a hand in demotions at the current situation of father, one member of troops still here.
Ignis just shrugs. Everything makes you nervous.
I wouldn't be so nervous if I wasn't sober right now, but here we are.
Right.
She's going to look semi-apologetically at her father like, oh, wait, doesn't remember.
No, Cam, if I didn't know you any better, I'd swear you're taunting me.
Terribly sorry. I could drink a double for both of us.
Somehow that doesn't help.
Why do I feel like I need proof against poison?
I could technically protect from it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Poor Jeff's thumb over to Zarvis. He handled the shoe drunk away.
The
The shoe drunk away. Got it.
I can cast Luster Restoration on her. If you guys really want to drink, I can use that.
It's not even 7 in the morning.
It's barely 7. It's like 7:30. It's probably like 7:45 now.
Okay, it's not even 8 in the morning.
Okay. So what do we do for today?
Prepare, maybe?
I can spend the day digging, technically.
Yes, I could technically can keep working on the project from that, you know?
That moment when I realized that Cinder can technically turn into a giant badger.
You know?
Which burrows.
Just the player brain just went like, okay, just avoid the mushrooms.
So we just wait for word that they made it safely then. And wait for your cousin to arrive, Kreh.
Himself.
Everyone's passive.
Oh, good!
Probably a no in this. Nope. Just just nope.
19.
Let's see.
I had a heckin' feeling. That was my next thought was, that's a conversation she could have, and then...
Stealthed out. And no, you guys don't notice he left until probably now you like imagine somebody's probably paid attention that he's not there all of a sudden.
We lost someone.
Huh.
Leans past Zarvis, looks over at Kreh. You should probably go find him.
That is probably a good idea. So I'm standing here. She would go outside. Bring the girl. Fuck the sun. Right.
Yeah, it is a sunny, like partially cloudy day. Not enough to block the sun, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you mental speak to Striker there.
Uh-huh.
My brother's in good hands, right?
Knowing my wife, she will put herself in harm's way before she lets anything happen to him. He just
Not
sighs.
wrong! she is a small pup, but at the same time, if there's
She
a
can
big
bite.
thing staring down at these two boys, she's going to go, no!
Nom. Little puppy growls.
Listen, she wasn't intimidating in, like, in her real body, and she's not intimidating now.
It's fine.
Listen, if you didn't know any better, she was like absolutely nothing, and then she started doing crap, and then you got scared.
That's fine.
Yeah, so I would say Kreh would attempt to look and see where Aaron could have possibly gone.
Can roll an investigation with disadvantage.
Son!
The sun is a deadly laser. That, that's probably still a nope. At a, fuck, what's her investigation? If I can dab over the sheet itself.
Definitely a note with the add a fuck.
Oh yeah, I don't think a 12 is going to find anything.
Oh no, you have no idea where he went.
Shit.
Good.
Sadly,
Well, I rolled-
these two did not see him either.
Yeah, so, random directions of roaming.
That's fair.
Uh,
He is the stealth.
1, 2, 3. Alright, 4 doesn't work in this case, but actually, got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Come here, pyramid. Nope, wrong one. Nope. If I can get a grip on them and not toss them all over my freaking box. Okay.
You gotta remember, he used to protect Theo, and now Theo's run away.
Yeah. So
Essentially.
her search will take her over here first because I was a second quadrant. I decided on.
That's fair.
Where the other math pyramid go? Okay, okay, good. Things
They
okay.
might actually be outside at this point.
I found 2 separate people.
And probably a lot of kids running around because now it's starting to get to the point where a lot of them are waking up.
Question: am I aware that this is Amos? Have I seen Daxon before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys have seen his human form. Because when you arrived in the city, he changed back too.
Yeah, I just didn't know if a Kreh ever got close enough to see him properly.
True, he had been kind of stayed back a lot. You can assume it. Now that you're getting a closer look, if you move that close, he's got nubby.
I was also realizing, alright, he has that whole doom and despair aura going on.
Mm-hmm. You're not sure if it's bothering Hunter or if he's just ignoring it.
Basically, she would get close enough until she realized, oh fuck, that is doom and despair. One step back.
I am near. Oh. That's fine. So yeah, what do you guys do? Also, it's I'd say it's probably around 8 now.
I feel like Cinder's going to eventually go out and she's going to attempt to find Hunter eventually, but she probably gets distracted a lot.
Mm-hmm. Finding children.
Kiddos have energy.
You know?
Ignis is going to go on this roof now and just kind of watch around.
Yeah, I'll just kind of do this. That way we know you're up.
There we go.
It's higher than that, but I'm too lazy to change it.
Yeah, she's just gonna chill. She's probably just pacing around the roof, just keeping an eye out.
Mm.
Mostly to keep herself distracted. She doesn't like. She's getting antsy. It's fine.
There.
She wants to punch things. Leaving kindling with the Tauren.
Probably just playing with it. Imagine strikers just occasionally, like every couple hours, checking in, make sure Rin's still moving and or talking and not captured.
Yeah, and making sure that the connection still exists and all of these things.
Yeah, he wasn't aware of it because he hadn't tried to reach out.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Now the potential of, wife was supposed to be safe, perfectly fine where she was, and now.
It's fine.
Let's all be glad she didn't mention the fact that she overheard someone mentioning throwing her in a cage. That would have gone over great.
Yeah. Imagine he comes out and probably, like, spend some time with the kids or something while he's trying to think of what else he could do. He doesn't have a lot of, warding options.
Cam doesn't really have anything like that, plus the sheer duality of there are several things she would like to be doing right now. Drinking, not doing anything, casting Ascending, that would be a very bad idea, and just spending time near her father and Torin and things of this nature just to kind of keep distracted.
Yeah.
She's chosen the very last thing because that is the best thing she can do at this point without going off the deep end.
Yeah. And at this point, Kreh's just searching and doing the "Have you seen my Fox Boy" routine? Just not in those words.
My fox boy.
Part of a healthy.
Have you
healthy
seen my
harem.
pet?
Okay, probably not that far.
Oh,
Welcome
dear.
to the world of shifter significant others. Trying to find them is a feat in of itself.
I'd say probably after a few minutes, Matthew's gonna message the group. I actually decided he probably wouldn't just Amos.
Hmm.
What's Michael? Poorly.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
He's fine. Yes.
Did I fix that voice thing for him?
Oh no.
I think I did. We'll find out. Hello? Morning. Anyone?
It did not.
It did not do
fix.
the thing yet.
No, it did not.
Damn.
Yeah.
Alright,
But it's okay.
we'll fix it later. Hello? Morning? Anyone? Y'all awake?
Yep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I've been entertaining the guest, the Kitsune that's still here.
Hmm.
And we haven't had a talk over tea. And maybe some minor persuasion.
I don't
What
want to
fangirl
know.
Yes! Any hoozles. I got some information. Not a lot of information, but some information. They didn't seem to know much. Let's see. Ruffles through his notes. Apparently there was, besides, including the bird, there was 6 people in total in charge of them, effectively. Doesn't know. They didn't know what goal each one or whatever, or what plane, but the bird was the Feywild, which yeah, I figured. You guys already knew that. Then there was Celestia, Arcadia, Limbo, Gehenna, and the Ethereal. So those ones are all gonna be not great to visit.
Oh, good. We're in Celestia.
Oh yeah. The ones in charge had ways of contacting each other or stuff like that, but they weren't involved in it, so she knows nothing. That's all she knows about that. I assume, and this is me assuming, that our little puppety friend is the limbo one. Let's see. The only other information I know is that three of the people in charge had children that would occasionally boss them around, basically. One seemed human, from what she could tell. Two of those were, she said the two kitsunes that fled were a couple of the children. And a few dickish elves.
Putting the puzzle pieces
Yep.
together.
Seems to line up with some things we have found out recently.
Oh, good. You got more information too. That's great.
Well,
Anyways,
we found my father, so yes.
Congratulations! Many people never find them after they go to get that milk.
I'm gonna pause one real quick. Kreh, make me an intelligence check.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Crap.
He was given it.
Oh. Well, that's a net 20. I don't
You
think I
hear-
don't think I want to roll high.
You hear two things. You hear that one is in Celestia, and you hear that those two kitsunes were the children of one of them. And you think back, and you realize you never met Malin's father or mother, or even knew that they had one. And you also put together, that man was the only other kitsune you remember in that city.
I roll to the fact that I'm technically in front of people right now. At disadvantage. Yep, that's about right.
Good.
He does not look happy. He looks quite pissed.
Any wonder why they picked on you now?
If I had to guess, your special friend's family is probably the ones targeting Arcadia.
Yeah, about that, I think I'll give you a fair warning. They'll explain when they get there. Rin might be on the way there to the Earthside to see you.
Thanks for the warning. I have time to clean up.
Please, I don't know why they haven't made you clean up and or let you go loose, but
I mean, I'm cleaned up. It's just, you know, I haven't seen her in a while. She hasn't seen me in a while.
yeah, I'll let them explain things because I feel like they have more information than we do at the moment.
That's fair. I have no idea where the others are or any other information than that.
I should also warn you, Theo is with them, so expect some retaliation.
They can certainly try.
Yeah, Zara's kind of gives everybody just hears a sigh from him. I kind of expected that answer attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, he kind of liked Theo because Lucky liked Theo.
Yeah.
He will snap a neck.
He's a baby. Like he's what, 16 in elf years or something like that?
That's young.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Rin knows that's a baby. He's a baby.
Yeah.
She's not happy.
He's the youngest in the family.
She's not all too pleased.
Don't worry, it hasn't been mentioned yet that he has no idea where his mom is. That was something Ren did not mention to Stryker.
No, because she's got 15 things going on all at once, and the main concern was, here's the basis information, we've got some friends on the inside, and, I will hopefully see you soon, cause,
Yeah.
this is
See,
a problem!
I could see Rin going and talking to Alan. I'm curious if she would, tell Theo not to talk to Matthew, or if she would even think of that. Because he might go to Matthew and just tell him himself what's been going on.
I mean, probably now with the warning, because she already knew that telling Matthew that all of this has happened to Lucky's stuff and this has happened to Theo, who was Lucky's protege in whole 9 yards, was not going to be great. It was not going to be a good time. The fact that she knows he's in this state, more than likely she's going to try and ask Jax to help her convince Theo to not talk to Matthew until after Alwyn has, because it's gonna be a bad time otherwise.
Might have worked if you didn't get a warning ahead of time now.
Yeah, I might require persuasion rolls, because he does have a little bit of a loyalty to Lucky.
I mean, that's fair. I will pull up that sheet and I'll give that to you.
Yeah, that's fine. Anyways, moving on.
That's fine. And he goes, so I'm guessing I'm late on that one bit of information then. Where are you guys? Exactly.
It's called Vinzer, by the way.
In a village called Venzer? Why?
I was just curious if you were near any of those planes.
No, we're about a couple hours outside the main city.
Oh, good. It's a safe place to be. The safest.
I hear the sarcasm and I don't appreciate it right now.
Well, you say sarcasm, I say that's not really necessarily what I'm doing. Any hoozles. I'll be here near a plane unless something moves me to go somewhere else.
Silence!
Yeah, nobody says a darn thing. They're like,
But if I do go anywhere, I'll let you know. So you know where I'm at. In case you need me.
Oh, good news is we can teleport places we've been before.
See? No, that is good news. I can't do that, but I can run fast.
Technically, yes. Why? Was it that bad that you need to ask that?
well, it wasn't terrible, but it, because she has a really high persuasion. But, I could do better.
Oh, Jesus.
She wants that, apparently.
I just need to know.
I already pre-rolled his save.
Yeah, I'm at least gonna use one, because, yeah.
That's fine.
It's the same gosh darn number. Okay.
Dice are decreed.
Yeah,
Dice
there
have
you go.
told you you're not allowed.
Apparently!
Anywho.
Take the strand and you will like it, Missy.
This is yours.
I feel like the Raven Queen has done that to her a number of times whenever she's just pulled something and she's going like, no. But yes.
Let that go. Put that back where you got that from, or so help me. But yeah, she's just gonna be like, and he was, good luck with not dying. Or worse. There's always worse. As I've proven to this Kitsune.
That's fine.
And will continue to prove. Anyways, bye!
Jeez.
Just. And smiling back to talking with small child, because, yes.
Kreh's just gonna nod the knowledge and thank the person for the use of their flap creature.
Lap creature. I love it.
I don't know.
Yeah, Hunter's gonna look at you, Kreh. You look angry. Everything alright?
I've just figured out why my life growing up in that city was a living hell for a while.
Our condolences. It's a half vampire. He understands that the people are not always nice in that city.
Seems I made their father look bad.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I need to go find someone. I'm assuming this knows how to get back to you.
It just nods.
Cute!
That noise hurts my throat.
That's so fair.
But it is adorable.
I can't make that noise. I've tried. That goes in the
It's a
roll of my
tonsil
own.
thing. Yeah, you have to have your tonsils to really do it too.
Mm,
It's
that
like a weird gurgle.
is also an issue.
Yeah, you know.
I don't have those or the ones that are upper. I don't know what they're called. Altoids, I don't know what they're called. It's
Mm,
with an A.
fair.
Aldoids.
Sure, I couldn't correct you if I tried.
Yes, so it is going to basically do the help action and float around you and help Luke.
Cool, cool.
Alright.
Okay, she will nod and head off in this direction in her search.
Fair.
I feel like Cinder's all she's gonna do is just ask him for permission to dig a hole.
He'll basically just say keep him informed so he can make sure the kids don't go play in those areas.
It'll be a decent sized hole. You can't quite miss it.
Until the hallucinatory terrain is capped.
Yeah, she will mention that part, but she will be like, you'll at least know where it was.
I picture, though, a bunch of the kids, like, see what she's doing and they're like, want to come help dig a hole and get dirty.
And she just turns into a giant badger. Which I think is still only it's only a medium beast.
Badgers are pretty small normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna probably dig over here somewhere. I don't have a badger, but she is badger. How long can she be badger?
It would bring
Come here,
Kiddo back
character sheet.
to Amos.
Right. I can stay a badger for 5 hours,
Good.
That's a lot of digging.
and then I can also. It's 10 feet every 6 seconds, and she can dig. They don't have a fast burrow speed. But it is easier than using spells.
I just love the idea of like 5 or 6 kids over there digging with a badger.
You know.
Go make the biggest hole.
Hunter probably like looked at the situation as he was walking to take Dax back. And just did the sigh of, oh, I'm gonna have to make sure they take baths.
Alright, she'll help with that. Great water.
Oh dear.
Like a rain.
Good.
Oh yes, let's make it into pure mud.
What Cinder would do.
I know. And then you'd have even more kids over there like, oh, splash.
I feel like whenever she eventually crawls out, it's just gonna be like the, like the dog shake.
Yeah.
Dirt. But she's essentially going to try to dig like at least a 2x2 kind of area, a good distance down.
Yeah, that's fine. That'll probably take her a while, even with the assistance.
Oh yeah, and if she needs more, she'll use another wild shape. But she's hoping to use that wild shape to help get the kids out of the hole. Because giant eagle, carry the kids.
I'm assuming you won't be needing another roll until she gets about right here-ish.
You can roll it at this point, between the conversation and everything.
Alright. 13.
Nope. It still
Only have a
wasn't like
3,
super high, but it was high enough to ignore the passive of 19. So.
So, this is a nice wall I'm staring at. Clearly the clues are there. Or at least it would be if it weren't for daylight savings time.
I feel like at this point she's just now watching Kreh wander. She's like, what the fuck is she doing?
I don't think I can perceive I'm being stared at.
It's just too high up. You probably like look up and immediately sun. Those few times she puts her cloak back on just to block the sun somewhat.
Yeah.
This is fair. This is fine.
Well, players who's like, damn it, son, I can't see people mocking me. Even if they aren't.
Yeah, at least I go upstairs.
I don't. I actually can't think of it. I think that she may have like end up looking over here or something. I'm just glad that you haven't specifically told me that Kreh's run into very interested children.
Oh no, she probably has. They probably like stopped to look at her neat armor. And guns.
We'll keep a hint. We'll make sure the guns do not leave her person. And forgets if they had a bag of holding or not.
Did you ever make yourself one?
believe I did. Where? Okay, I did. Sorry, I had to scroll down on my list. Infusions are weird.
Actually, she would have followed him inside and went upstairs.
Probably
Mushroom. God damn it! I was.
Probably it. Yeah. At some point, Cam over the earring is gonna go to Amos. Have you mentioned anything to Hunter about what's probably going to happen? Jay!
Dead?
Did we lose him?
Oh.
Uh-oh. Jay.
Boop him.
Boop the J. Oh, wait, that was his token. Never mind.
Heard it.
Hi!
Oh, there he is.
Sorry.
You were asked a question.
Lo siento.
Cam went over the earring and asked if he planned on mentioning anything to Hunter about, you know, the fact that this thing's gonna come back.
Probably should. I don't know how he would do that right now.
By the way, here we hunted again.
Look, here's the thing: if he stops doing this, he's fucked. He has to restart it.
Yeah, that's fair.
True.
It takes a while.
Which one were you working on? Because it has been probably a little while with
The
everybody.
one that
just
takes
kinda...
4 hours.
So you started that about. Yep.
It would take until at least 11:30 noon.
Yeah. Let's probably skip to that because I imagine everybody's trying to figure out what they're doing for the day.
Cam's trying to stay distracted without alcohol.
Yeah, you know, this is fair. How many investigation rolls would that be?
So safe. Roll me 5. See if you get any. He stays hidden that whole time.
That's a 12. Oh, there we go. Nat 2023. Finally.
Oh my god, you found him.
Hey!
So, sun, it's fucking hot out here. Ugh.
It is. It's a rather warm day, especially now that it's like noon. Just kind of sitting there against one of the buildings.
So I somehow get this strong sense that you're not okay right now. And also realize that was not the best way to start this conversation.
Is it really that obvious? His deception is 0.
Unless you can give me examples of when you snuck off before.
Not usually without people knowing.
Yeah, no fair. Wally next to him. So I think I might have an idea, but what's eating you?
Just worried about him and his mom. And curious why he left the city without her.
Fair enough.
You do quite remember Theo had 3 people he was always around. It was either Aaron, his mom, or Lucky. He never seemed to wander anywhere alone.
Poor Theo.
Yeah.
It's fine. The fact that he has not had a worse reaction than... Rin saw him trying to hold it back, at least.
Yeah. She can pretty much gather, like, this is a baby away from his family. He's not okay. I don't care what he says.
I love that Rin also didn't mention that she managed to get Jax to cry.
She figured he would not want people to know about that.
Yeah, that's fair.
She
Did
knows.
what,
and-
madam?
Yeah.
She got emotion out of him. The sarcastic boy.
She may understand him a little bit better than most people, due to some circumstances. It's fine. I'm just going to go with powers of mom.
Yeah. Well, if it means anything, I'm told he's in good hands at the moment.
He'll just nod. They're not gonna be happy if they catch him.
Which is why I've been trying to avoid thinking that, honestly.
Sorry.
No, it's fine, it's just... What we do at this point is have faith.
Fair enough.
The way Striker reacts to her. Don't think they'll take him easy.
Yeah, he's just gonna fall silent. He knows that family a little too well. Rin is feisty. He grew up with this family.
Yeah.
Rin also doesn't have all of the powers and everything at the moment.
Yeah.
Give her 5 seconds with the Raven Queen.
Bullshit.
Aspire's wording or Rin's?
Sure. Listen, all Rin has to do is go back to the Raven Queen and go, listen, this guy's trying to take your grandson. I need it, like, all of my abilities right now.
Yes, one tiny elf girl, half-elf girl against, you know, whatever they send. That'll work out well in your favor.
Listen!
With two
Player knows
low-level...
it won't end well.
Yeah, with two low-level boys, because Jax's levels got reset because he had to become something else after he lost his power.
Listen,
Okay.
Player knows it probably won't end well for my character. Character don't care if she can buy them time to get away. She doesn't care.
Oh, the pain after Rin said that she's not leaving Jax alone
I
again,
know.
so he doesn't end up alone again. Oh, the
I
pain.
know. I know. I know.
He's got a small child with him.
Uh-huh.
It's a duality with Rin. It's I'm not going to leave you alone, but also you're not gonna die, so you know?
So I might leave you alone because I'm gonna die.
It's complicated.
My.
It's fine.
So yeah, Amos, you finish up with your spell.
Sorry, hard as fuck. Trying not to burn up it.
Yeah, I know. I have my fans and everything off. I feel your pain.
I have 2 fans pointing at me right now, and it's doing nothing. Because it's mostly hot air that's blowing at the moment. I'm trying to think.
Hmm?
I'm trying to think about how he...
Yeah, you know he went upstairs.
Yeah.
Dax just been sitting in a corner trying not to make the other people in the room uncomfortable.
Walked past Pet's head.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah. How do I describe what you see when you go upstairs?
I see dead bodies. Yeah.
Oh no.
You didn't say no, and that concerns me.
You see, I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. Because it's kind of ironically funny.
Oh god.
He's like reading something and taking notes, or doing what he does in his spare time. You see her quite literally leaning as close as possible to him, trying to get his attention really bad, and he is just ignoring her.
You know, all I have to say, you get any closer and you become one. Two, that thing is going to come back.
She hears you and she just stands up immediately. Yeah, I kind of figured it would. Just keeps writing.
As long as you're aware. Not sure when. Apparently, it was not too happy about being banished back to where it came.
Hmm.
Apparently, precautions have been taken now.
When Kreh is a great speaker and doesn't mention she saw that Uncle was the one who said that.
Listen, she's just now stretching into the world of optimism. Clear
There's
speaking
no
is
optimism with this.
clear
Yeah.
speaking is like lesson 105.
Yes.
Fair.
You're only on
Fair.
lesson 4.
4 out of 139.
And a half.
Yes. Can't forget the half lesson around the 70s.
I'm gonna go patrol. It just runs out. Soon as she gets to the stairs, she just bolts.
Why do you want to know what that posse was about?
He just shrugs.
She was pretty desperate trying to get your attention.
So?
Might have been something important.
Not particularly.
You're a lot like him, you know. You focus on the things you're passionate about. You block out a lot of what's going on around you.
He's just gonna give you like this blank stare.
Is there like a chair or something you can sit in?
Yeah, I imagine you can pull up an extra chair.
Yeah, he sits down.
Yeah.
Besides not wanting you to know of him, and hoping you didn't see him, which you obviously did. He didn't want anybody else to know of your existence, so that you wouldn't get dragged into, and just kind of motions to the air because he's drug into it. As much as he doesn't want to talk about caring about anything, you're a clear example of him giving a damn.
I'm not quite sure what the relation is here.
father.
No, he knows that. He's wondering what the caring part has to do with anything.
I was more just saying. Something.
Alright.
He kind of taps that little book that he would have pulled out of his bag and just kind of taps it on his desk. He kept this of his entire life. Or at least when he got it back. Just skimming through it, I found mention of you. Or yeah, mention of you. This was the only knowledge the world had of you. And he kept it close by. A lot of secrets close to it. Is there any reason they would want you? Other than your relation to him?
I have no idea.
How do you get the things you get from Celestia?
Trade.
Well, from the main city. What kind of trade?
Random building projects mainly.
Try to elaborate on any of them in particular?
Sometimes people want weapons, sometimes people want just information or
How
knowledge.
likely do you think we are of running into those weapons you've created?
A lot of it depends on what temples are against you guys. And how many of them are still alive.
How bad of weapons are we talking?
Nothing too serious. Definitely not better than your friend's weapon.
Yeah. Yeah, that was constructed with a little help from a friend of ours whose soul is also trapped in limbo.
Oh, if it makes you feel better, I kind of did that on purpose.
He just kind of grins.
I'm not about to give them weapons that they can use against me.
Always have them at a disadvantage. Smart.
Oh, and I picked my clients very specifically.
Even smarter.
I can guarantee those ones wouldn't turn against you guys. But like I said, it depends on if they're alive or not.
That's where my worry. That's where my worry. We don't know what we're walking in. Nobody really knows what we're walking in.
Hmm.
Do you have any possible knowledge of a hidden archive in the city?
I'm never really let past the front gate. Everybody had to meet me outside.
Something real quick to make sure.
Mhm. Very holy city. They were not going to let in a half vampire.
Yeah.
They already limit the undead worshippers from allowing undead. Do not actually bring the undead in there.
Fair. That's alright. Well, at least we do have a spot to be able to start searching. Within the walls, but not necessarily within the city. So the outskirts of the city, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently there's an ancient library there. Lots of information over the years and stored away in there.
Honestly, doesn't surprise me.
And unfortunately, none of it really can see the light of day. Unless you're a quick note taker.
My notes all stay up here. Just taps his head.
Smart. So do I. For the most part. Unless I need to access them later. I'll jot them down after a couple days.
Yeah, you will never find anything on the projects he's built. He figured out how to memorize them.
Man's be smart.
Well, he designs them in the moment, like on paper, and then he memorizes it and burns it. Once he gets it down to a point to where he feels satisfied it'll work.
You know?
Less likely for it to be stolen that way. He's not a dumb person. He is a 20 intelligence. Artificer, man.
Yeah.
Intelligence is their strong suit.
Oh yeah. He just kind of stands and taps on the desk. Came here mainly to tell you that the thing may be back at some point. Not certain of when or how badly.
All we can do is prepare for the worst. Hope for the best.
Whoever can do.
Anything else?
That should be all.
Nod and kind of get back to what he's doing. Seems to just be studying, basically.
Yeah, no, I'll sit back now. Sit back to the table. And pull out another scroll and just go back to doing what he's doing.
Cam, do you say anything about Sally just suddenly bolting out the door?
She's definitely gonna, like, raise an eyebrow at Amos, kind of, like, motioning towards the front door where Sally had run out, like, a little while ago.
No clue.
Right.
He was very much trying to get his attention. He was busy looking for books. Didn't exactly, whatever it was, obviously wasn't important enough for him to look up for what he was doing.
What do you mean trying to get his attention?
It was very much up in his face. We're getting very close to him, trying to get his attention.
Cam just kind of, like, gets this, like, grin on her face. I see.
And I don't think he's aware. Because he would glance up and see the grin. I don't think he's aware if that's what you think.
That poor girl.
To confirm, yes, she was attempting to flirt and try to get him to spend time with her.
Uh-huh.
And he was
Cam
not
knows.
aware.
He was oblivious to it all.
See, that's the back of my mind. I'm thinking she was sitting there trying to flirt with him. He did not notice at all because he was busy, stuck in
His own
The
little
way-
world.
yeah, the way he reacted to. Oh, was she? Well, it was that. I see.
It's fine.
Yeah. Cam just knows too much about trying to get people's attention.
She's probably done that method.
Oh yeah! It's worked! Oh man.
It's fine.
Fine.
Yeah, he's going to spend about another hour doing this other one. No, it was an hour per level and how much gold?
I think it's like 50 gold per level.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
That's not bad.
it's
It can get expensive.
You can afford that.
Yeah. The
It's only 250 gold.
that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
There's like one. The only difference is like if it's based on your thing, you usually get a discount for that one. But there's a lot of there's a lot of them now that don't get that.
Oh, wait. You based on what, like, class they are? Like, subclass?
Yeah, like it'll say in the subclass, like for example, transmutation spells are cheaper
Fuck.
and take less time.
oh, interesting.
It's usually based on the school and
That's how.
like
I think it also counts cantrips based on the math of the 5th level plus 6, and makes 6 hours of time. I think cantrips count as like a level, technically.
I don't know if you can actually add cantrip ones.
I don't know, it just says 50 gold per level plus 2 hours, not counting schools. Is the default.
Oh, level plus 2, so it would have been 6 hours.
Yeah, I guess I'll say you did that because yeah,
Yes.
it was like 2 p.m.
counted the hours. That means she's done with her first wild shape at this point.
Yeah.
You know?
You can dig a hole pretty deep. Fucking
See.
100 feet every minute.
Just be glad Kreh hasn't decided to try to seduce Hunter yet.
Oh, that might not go well.
She still hasn't asked him about his gun.
Listen, there'll be time for that. She just had to attempt optimism.
Don't you dare attempt to seduce my lover's son. Don't you dare.
That was a phrase.
That's a phrase.
But I need you to hear me out on this.
No.
Harem.
You don't know if she would or not.
I know.
I feel like he'd be more worried about, like, Cam if she wasn't already with Zarvis.
You know, that's very true, actually.
And Cam has been very obviously, like, keeping to Zarvis and has proven herself to be pretty gosh dang loyal in her relationships.
I realized something. Okay. There's the fox boy, there's Amos's white dragon brother.
She's adding quite the collection of variety.
You would think the bard would be collecting the harem. No, no, no! It's the sorcerer, ex-sorcerer, artificer.
Listen, the harem isn't intended.
Now,
She's just finding people that she can relate to, and they relate to her weirdly.
Now, see, this is when she finds out that Sally is interested, and she tries to convince Sally to join the harem.
Kreh, we're not in a dating sim! No!
Hey, it is not my fault that the people she has in the harem so far relate to her really well for some reason.
Only two of them. It's not quite a harem yet.
It will be a harem eventually.
Listen,
The
only reason it's not a harem is due to the fact that Cam stole Zarvis.
That is true.
That is the only reason it's not a harem.
If they were not together at this time, there was a high chance that he could have ended up in that.
Harem intensifies.
Oh my gosh.
Dawn's like the deal with its shades that are for some reason pink and heart shaped.
Oh no.
No, listen. Kreh's dealing with the harem situation. Cam's over here dealing with the I am engaged to one guy and another guy is currently a problem. It's conflicting my issues.
It's fine. Everything is fine.
I've been rolling a couple of wisdom saves. It's fine.
Fine. I'm just gonna go badger again and dig for another 4 more hours.
Ice is cold.
That's fair.
Badger.
Pretty
Mushroom.
This is gonna be a fucking deep ass hole. I'm just gonna let you know.
I like how Fox is badger, dragon, mushroom.
Snake.
Something falls in the hole. It's not gonna go well. Especially if I cast flamethrower into the hole.
You should have had her wild shape into a snake. Sit in the hole.
Snake.
I could make a snake tunnel.
Oh no.
Badger, mushroom snake.
Oh no.
Oh, we are having too much fun with that.
Now I feel like Cam is like realizing the situation. She's just in the back of her mind. You know, I can distract myself by playing matchmaker.
She's unfortunately not like that because she doesn't know these people well enough to do something like that.
Yeah. She's probably in the not sure phase. She'd have to watch it more to see if it's that he's not interested or if he's just does not notice that that's what she's doing.
Yeah, because she's like, okay, it's either the Zarvis level of oblivious in where he does actually like her, and like neither of them realize that the other likes them back, or it's the I know and I just don't care.
Or like I said, he's just oblivious.
Yeah.
A lot of bits.
Did Amos see Sally bolting?
Oh yeah, she probably ran over to her sister.
He didn't pay attention to me again.
Well, she's being quiet. All you see is her just kind of like doing that kind of, how do I explain it? Almost like a very like disappointed expression, pouty a little bit, and
Pouty
sister is just patting her on the shoulder.
Like doing the looking down, pouting, like kicking dirt, like me.
Kinda, yeah.
Me.
I'm gonna attempt to stealthily leap.
That's fair. Those are their passives. I don't think it's high.
Well, great, her stealth's not a high, but that's a high number on the die. What is your stealth? It's only +3. I thought +2.
Oh yeah, no, they're passive as shit. They do not notice.
I'll put this over here. I know it's lower, but I don't feel like changing it either.
Fair.
She just wants to make sure there's nothing going on. Because you don't usually see people, guards running is usually a bad idea.
Yeah, that's actually probably what you would overhear. Is she's just basically whining about how he doesn't notice her still. He's so enveloped in his work.
Oh, good. She's like, oh, nothing fun.
Nothing fun. Kind of funny, but not fun.
It's never one of those things like, this is basically a similar situation that I've had before. When I got the other information with, say, Aaron.
Casually whistles an artificer. What is Cam doing?
It's turn.
Chaos, apparently, due to the dice roll. Listen, I asked for odds or evens, and I was like, okay. I rolled it the first time, and I was like, wait, I forgot to assign things. It was a 6 the first time, and then I rolled a 2. So chaos it is. Especially due to wisdom saving rolls not being great, which is why I asked for the thingy. She's prob's gonna excuse herself to go take a walk and probably go stealth off somewhere to hide out for a second so she can cast Ascending, which is gonna be stupid.
No.
I told you, it's bad! It's chaos incarnate, and this is not a good thing. Her sitting around doing nothing is never a good thing.
You can help me dig a hole.
Cam is not good at digging holes.
Everyone can dig a hole. Let's all dig a hole.
That is a basic skill you learned as a child. There's no reason you can't dig a damn hole.
Fair point. She don't want to dig a hole.
It's fun for the whole family.
You know what I need to do now?
Dig the hole.
Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel.
You know?
Tunnel, dig tunnel, quick for the hyena.
That's not a high stealth. It's only 18. So she's just gonna like over off to the side or something like that. I hate myself.
Good, your boyfriend didn't notice you.
Fiance, let's specify this
The
so
fiance
much
didn't
worse.
notice you.
It's so much worse. It's not just my boyfriend, it's my fiance. I said I was gonna marry this boy.
And now you're
And
gonna
I
contact the ex.
I am!
Yeah, I thought lucky drunk texting, drunk calling the ex was bad.
Oh, it's just fine. It's fine.
What
So
do you
all
say?
she's gonna say is, please at least tell me you're okay. And don't ask how I know. You're probably lying.
Let's find out where he's at.
Oh, good. That's fine.
Let's roll to see where he's at.
Because I could be contacting him at a very, very inopportune moment, and it could be real bad for us real quick, because, again, chaos! For all I know, he could be standing right in front of his father. It's
Mhm.
fine!
Yeah, that's fine. You cast the spell. It doesn't go through.
The blinking.
Oh no.
If only we knew of one reason why that wouldn't be. Not a good reason.
No, which does not help anything.
Mhm. Fine.
Goody.
He might be in a place where there is no magic allowed.
This is a
What?
magic-free zone.
Which is enough. It's one of those, like, a response would be good and would give her information, but no response and not getting through is also a response in of itself.
Well, all you knew was that he got in trouble. You're not
Yeah,
sure the severity of that trouble.
she is aware that it is apparently pretty bad now. That does not help. That does not help.
Yeah?
But post this no mic because I can and no one can stop me.
Well, you also gotta remember, it was mentioned that he and one of his brothers tried to stop the father
Yeah.
from doing this.
Yeah, so she had a feeling that it was not good.
You're not sure which brother it was. You probably
Yeah.
get the idea it wasn't Kendall.
Yeah, no, she has this really strange feeling that Kendall had so much to do with what happened.
But you don't know enough about the rest of them to know which brother.
Nope.
Matthew might have an idea.
Yeah, I was gonna say Matthew has an idea. Because he had asked a question before and got an
Okay.
answer.
Oh, good.
That was a while back.
That's fine.
Technically, Red knows, she just didn't say it.
Yeah. No, because she didn't think about that.
Fair.
Saying which one.
No, alright, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Cam's gonna take a minute to try and recollect herself before going anywhere, because there are kids everywhere.
And kids will be the first to call you out on your bullshit.
She knows this. Uh-oh. other things. Never
Just
mind.
now saw your message, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, no, she's just gonna sit there and like try and calm herself because between that and everything else that's going on, she is having a time. Wow, my dice don't like me tonight.
That's fine.
Yeah, that seems fine.
Yeah. Yeah, Kim's just gonna sit there and have a second. Because... yeah. She's not sure she can go back and sit in the same room as her father, who doesn't remember her, and also with Torin, who remembers everything, and Cam can't remember anything. It's a whole deal.
So what you're saying is Cam will most likely be there by the time people would walk up towards what I can only refer to as the inn, even though I know it's not an inn, but brain cannot think of proper words.
Yeah, she'll probably be
It's
here
the
for
closest
like a few
thing
minutes.
to it.
Yeah.
We should have moved
Yeah,
that for whenever people start settling down. Mhm.
She'll be here for like quite a bit, just trying to recollect herself before probably going and playing music for children, because that is the best distraction she knows without booze.
You know.
Yeah, your fiance's over here telling stories and drawing pictures for the kids.
That's so cute.
Draw a box, so I remember I did that.
That's right. Suddenly box.
Suddenly box.
He's gonna come back full of fucking dirt.
Yeah, Hunter's probably like comes over around this time and just rounds up the dirty children.
You probably see Cinder like get out of the hole and then just shake.
There's a shower in the building. It just leads them to wherever their places are, make sure they take baths. By the way, this thing's been just playing in the bush the entire time. Kreh.
You know.
It's trying to catch bugs.
You know, it's sort of bunny-like.
No, it clearly has flap flaps. That is not a bunny.
Not really sure what it's supposed to be. I mean, homunculus are weird.
Mm-hmm.
They're not.
Yeah.
They can look like creatures, but they also sometimes don't.
At this point, it's a case of, okay, whatever the hell the thing is, that's actually kind of adorable.
Yeah, you'd probably like see it bolt out towards Hunter as he's kind of bringing kids into the houses, because he'd most likely set a curfew up now.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You know, I feel seeing that. She'll probably look over to Aaron and just go like, think it's about time we head back.
Yeah, probably. It's gonna be dark soon.
She'll nod. And could commence with the walking, because this would be the shortest path. Is
Okay.
Cam hiding?
She was kind of hiding, but it's not. I mean, she rolled like, what did she roll? Hold on, what was her stealth? Yeah, I think it was like a 17 or 18.
Okay, so that'll still beat my passive. Cool.
17 or 18?
I think I rolled a 7 on the die, so an 18.
You just barely beat his. Yeah, you see them heading back in.
Yeah, that's probably when she, like, fully gets herself together and probably goes to join Zarvus.
Really, he just hops off the roof and just walks.
I imagine he's actually kind of making sure the kids that were with him kind of. So he's probably like, here, making sure they're going home.
Yeah.
As he would see, like, I imagine Sally and Sammy doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everything is okay.
I will say, she probably just precautionary at the moment, just probably because it takes last 24 hours. Took a minute and cast Host and Return.
That's fair. Where have you been all day?
That was Zarvus?
Yep.
I was spending some quality time with my father, who doesn't remember me, and Torin, just chatting for a bit, finding out some very interesting information about Sally, and just walking a bit.
Are you alright?
Not entirely.
You want to talk about it or no?
I'm trying not to focus too much on it all.
Let's head back then.
Thank you.
Not pushy. But he will constantly give you this side glance of seeing if you're okay. Constantly now.
Yeah. Listen, she's going to be honest with him that she's not okay.
Yeah.
She's trying really hard, man.
Well, she's done the same thing for him, where, like, when you're ready to talk.
Yeah.
Then there's just immediately go clean. She has no problem with being covered in dirt, but people seem to frown on it.
Now it's nighttime. And suddenly a light change.
Nighttime! Nighttime!
Nighttime.
Nighttime!
Are you guys okay?
It's
No.
a stupid bird. It's a video of a stupid bird. Just covers his face with its wings. Okay? Uncovers daytime.
Huh.
Fine.
This is fine. Everything is fine.
Sleep. Sacrifice.
So I dug a hole.
She's probably like still covered in the dirt, yeah. You look like you had fun.
It was fun. I think it's helped.
Sure they enjoyed that.
It is currently covered, so be careful past the garden-ish area. The spell will last for about 24 hours. That takes me a minute to cast it, though. Good news,
Yeah.
the range is 300 feet.
Jesus.
That's what I fucking said.
I forgot. I've never had to use it, but I remember reading it for All-One at one point. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's so unnecessary.
And it's also a 150-foot cube maximum.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, weird flex.
Oh, there was a Grand Canyon here. Maybe it's a few feet down.
Oh, I guess it must be further away. Oh.
Oh no!
As you begin the Looney Tunes just floating in air, looks down, feels nothing below your feet. Ah, found it. Plummets.
Yeah. Great for making pitfalls or hiding. The unfortunate thing is, it only affects. You can only make basically an illusion of natural terrain. So technically, I can make this whole place look like like it's in the mountain from the outside. But if you know the terrain, it might be like, wait, mountains don't just appear.
When the fuck the Himalayans come in? Himalayas.
Silly nature. This isn't how you work.
But yeah. Does anything happen before you all go to bed?
Besides getting clean, no.
None I have not.
Nope, Cam's just gonna be quiet for the rest of the evening. She's grappling with a lot.
I think Cinder's just gonna send Kaylee maybe kind of on the roof.
Copy.
So-
Well, I'm gonna add it.
More likely, it will try to pay attention, but it might get distracted. It does not have a high perception.
I know.
Is the
Fine.
fair.
It's just chasing fireflies or something. If it fails.
That's fair.
Good news, everyone.
Anytime you say that, I'm not entirely sure it's good news, everyone.
You wanna know what its perception is? It ain't good. It gets a +2. That's a dirty 20.
Oh dear.
As it just circles this middle building on the on top. I'll put it there for now. Just kind of.
Yeah.
I put them somewhere.
And a boot. Mm-hmm.
But here, Ignis will probably want to be the closest to the door for reasons.
Fair. Does Kreh go to bed yet? Or does she stay up for a bit?
She'll be up for a little bit.
Fair. Aaron will probably go to bed. Though he might be awake in bed for a while. But yeah, I think that's a good spot to call it in the middle of the night. Do not mark long rests.
Yeah.
No, I
Because
see.
something might happen later on, but I need to see what Kreh's up to.
There.
Yay, combat next time.
Maybe.
Probably.
I have to make a roll to see if they show up tonight. Anyways, thank you guys for coming out and joining.
Yeah.
Wait, how'd I get here?
And tomorrow we'll be doing Elendar.
Yeah.
Everyone has not succeeded their perception.
We're going to see a mom. That's all we know. And technically, did he get that item before he went to bed? Or not yet?
He'll probably get it in the morning.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Because then he'll Unless something weird is going on, which I imagine it is, he's probably gonna go straight downstairs.
I mean, I wouldn't say weird. It's not a description I would give it.
What description would you give it, Fluffy?
How would do
Not
describe it?
harmful.
Good,
Not
so it's
physically harmful.
oh good. Mentally harmful?
Depends on the character's reactions.
I
That is something I could never determine with you guys.
That is true.
Because-
There is no knowing how a character's gonna react. You can kind of guess based on their
I have
personality, but then there's those times where it's like, what?
I made the joke him, I think, earlier this week where I was like, it's fine. Terry will probably just want to hit things. And he's like, well, I mean, you could. Not recommended, though.
Oh no.
It's fine.
Anyways.
Want to punch it? Go ahead.
Thank you guys again for joining, and we will see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Send help.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.